kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, is on, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, is on, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it. With a stiff on, spin move, is on, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, is on, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Brooklyn Bulls. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down. I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Newton eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Gun. Switch gears. Hey! Here we go.
On first down, Newton. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 20-yard line.
51 for Mike, boys. 51. Cut. Greg.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm coming after you.
To the air again, Newton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Newton. He's going to find his tight end Boyle, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll throw right away. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Aaron Jones.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
9 yards. 1st down, Packers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken at the 37. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. Second down, Love. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On first down, it's Gibson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Short throw into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That's good.
A gain of 13 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
51 Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 51 Mike. Mike 51. Express. Check. Check. 20. Check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Gun.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Newton. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 20.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
20.
They fake the give. Newton. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check.
Play action. It's Newton. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, let's get this. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
To throw again. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58, 58, Mike. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Check 31, check 31. 8, 8, 8. 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Right here. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Newton throwing again. Short throw into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, Love. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a first down carry by Jones. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Packers.
They'll run it with Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll roll him out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're able to work take this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Love now on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
third and long for Love. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On third down, Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Packers nothing.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows? It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And 8 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Operating from the gun. Love being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down, Packers.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
Nelson Aguilar. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
He is good.
And he knocks it through.
Ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends.
They run it with Carson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try to run with Carson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Love. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Now it's Newton. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Love. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
First down.
Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?